Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you niggas. Now, basically, man, real sports media is dead, and it's going to continue to be dead. But the thing is this. The gripe I have here is basically if the Derek Chauvin murder case doesn't go as planned, which I believe is not going to, because he's a white cop. And black people have got to get out of this world of thinking that everything is going to be handled by the law. The law was not made for us. The law was made for them. But if whatever happens, if it doesn't go our way, do not riot. They want you to riot. They want you to riot to show that you guys are buffoons and that you guys are idiots. All it is psychological warfare that they're playing with us. They're playing psychological warfare. And they are. They basically want you to riot and destroy property so then you go to jail, or they basically can just say, look at them, they're always unhappy. We have to create our own laws. We have to create a group of people who can be present when they're trying to pass these laws, and we can go against it. We have to have representation of the black community when these laws are being put out there. And that's the problem with us. We're not looking at the bigger picture. But to me, we have to wake up and smell the coffee, because a lot of times we think that the law and all of that is in our best interest. It's not. And I hope this case goes correctly, and I hope Derek Chauvin is charged, but all those other police officers should be up there with him because they allowed it to happen. They should have been guilty by association. Me, I'm never surprised. I'm not surprised anymore about what everything happens or what goes on, especially in Americans. Now they're talking about, oh, you can't get a passport, you got to take the COVID-19 vaccine. Of course they do. And what it's doing is that they want control. They want you to be controlled. They basically want to be like, well, we got it under control. Now we can do what we got to do. And that's all they do. That's all the government has been doing. That's all the state laws and the state governments and all that. That's what they all do. They all continue to play this game. And we're all in a maze, and we're the rat that's in the maze trying to get out of it. But we'll never be getting out of it unless we're in the pine box or we're sent somewhere else. Now, the thing with me is this. We have to come together, and I'm going to keep making videos like this. And it's, like I said, I don't do this for views or subscriptions. I'm good in my life. Whether I get donations or not, whether I get to 1,000 subs or not, I'm fine. A lot of you people need this and need this attention. Me, I really don't care. I'm just gonna say how I feel, because to me, how the world works, the black man is basically at a disadvantage, and we're going to continue to be at a disadvantage until we as the people come together and change this. Like I've said on plenty of videos before, if you're married to a white woman or white man, that's fine. And I've said plenty of times, I don't like people in general. And what we have to do is we have to get the right people who want to be on board with this plan. A revolution can only happen if you can psychologically take out those who are oppressing you and those who are keeping you captive. You can't just go with guns blazing because they got bigger guns. You can't go in there ready to fight because they got the laws behind them. And that's what blacks don't understand. And we continue not to understand that. I don't know why, but we continue not to understand that. But nobody is teaching the youth because they're too busy slanging dope, or they're too busy getting into it with their baby moms. Or what they've done is they made laws where it's to keep the strong black man out the community as well as keep the black man out the household. And that's how you can infiltrate. But see, nobody wants to talk about that or see that. People who are mulatto, they're nothing but being used. They know the dark-skinned brothers and sisters aren't going to accept them. So what the whites do are they basically put in their brain and everything that they're the better black people, that they're the better ones. They're the ones that's going to replace them. They're the ones who are the smartest ones and the strongest ones than the dark skin. The dark skins are hard to control. They're crazy. They're bad. When in reality, like Pastor Troy used to say, vice versa. What if heaven is hell or hell is heaven? What if heaven is really hell? And what they call hell is really heaven. Or good is evil and evil is good. And you have to think about things like that. The world we live in today is not made for black men at all. But if you make a video talking about uplifting black men, people will be like, what about everybody else? Why are you just singling out people? It's not singling out people. It's just basically telling you that black men don't get no love and black men continue to be talked bad about. And it's the truth. They don't want black men to make it anywhere. That's why they have to always find a way to mess with them. They always have to find a way to say, well, you're not doing this right or doing that right. And it's like, well, if you're trying and everything, what else can you do? If you're trying. But see, trying doesn't get you nowhere. That's the thing they want to teach you. They want to teach you that even if you try, you're not going nowhere. You're still not going to be at a higher level. You're still not going to be where you ought to be. And that's why I said, sports is racist. Your regular job place is racist. It's always going to be there. Racism and prejudice. It's always like that. You notice in an all-white movie, they always have one black man or black woman in that movie, and then they'll probably have a mulatto in there, and then they'll probably have an Asian in there. You know, and mostly everybody else is white. And that's the world that they want. They want a world full of white people. They want an all-white heaven. That's what they want. They don't want none of you in there. They feel they're the superior race, but if they're the superior race, why do they be quick to call the cops? Why are they quick to throw their hands in the air? Why are they quick on the internet to call you the N-word or call you this and that? And then white people love to say you're racist, right? But it's like, how am I racist? I didn't oppress you. When have I oppressed a white person? If I oppressed a white person, then that would make me racist. And this is the thing. They're doing it with Kevin Durant. They're making Kevin Durant be the bad guy. Kevin Durant, everybody knows, is sensitive. But see, that's what these guys do. Like Michael, they want to make him such the villain and hurt him because they want LeBrownies to be the main face. They don't want any other black guy up there. They got their one black guy, and then they're promoting Luka. They're like, okay, we got our white guy. And then once LeBrownies is gone, then we can put Zion in that position or whoever to go against Luka and make Luka the guy. So that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff is just WWE. It's just a new storyline every day. They're trying to tear down the Brooklyn Nets, so if the Brooklyn Nets win, you can minimize their championship. They did that with the Golden State Warriors. All of this stuff is scripted. That's why I laugh at it when people get mad and they come to my channel talking about, man, you just take it from Casino and Ticket. I'm not taking from them. Ticket thinks LeBron is in his top 5. He got LeBron in his top 5. I got him in my top 60. Cino got LeBron in his top 1,000. I got him in like the top 60, maybe 70. So all of us aren't alike. All of us are different. Ticket gets mad at Kevin Durant for what he's doing. Me, I'm not. I don't care. I didn't care when LeBron James stacked his teams, but that's why I was telling people he's a role player because I know what he is. He's a role player, and he's a guy who's going to pad his stats. He's the biggest role player in history. Because if you were the guy, you don't need all them people. Kevin Durant had Kyrie. They didn't know Harden was coming over there. The Brooklyn Nets traded for James Harden because I told you guys in a video that Kevin Durant, they were having it for an insurance policy if Kevin Durant got hurt or if Kyrie leaves for personal reasons again. I told you guys this like 2 months ago. But you guys didn't listen to it. You guys think that, oh, you're just taking from Cino and Ticket. No, I wasn't. The Nets also grabbed James Harden because if he would have gone to Philly, Philly would have been a whip to beat. They're already a whip now, but they would have been even more unstoppable if you would have had, what's his face? James Harden with Joel Embiid in them. Because if James Harden would have been there and Embiid out, man, it would have been even more problems for you. So that's also why they did it. So it's just the media and the people, they don't want to keep black people in great light. Patrick Mahomes is a mulatto. He is not black. So they will promote him. That's why they don't really talk bad about him, because he's a mulatto. They like him. They feel safe when they're around him. The Houston Texans, they've dirtied Deshaun Watson's name. Now all of a sudden the lawyer trying to come out and say, oh well, the prosecutors, the defense guys have their son works at the police station. No, you didn't, idiot. It's not a criminal case. Stop listening to the media. This is a civil suit. A civil suit is when you're going in for money and damages. It's not a criminal case. It's not a criminal case, but we know what it is. The thing that happened with the case with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's case was a rape allegation. It was criminal, but it was thrown out after they found the person who was prosecuting him. Their person, the defense people basically of the lady. They found out she wasn't credible. And then they had a bunch of her friends and witnesses who basically debunked her whole story. And she had like 3 or 4 men's semen or something in her. At the time she was tested. That's sick. Come on, she was a train. She was a pass-arounder. That's all she was. So then what they did was they came back and they did a civil suit, which they got money out of Kobe. Everyone's saying, well, Kobe guilty, he paid. No, it was a civil suit. So what they did was just pay the money and they moved on from it. You got to understand, of course, people are going to jump and say that, oh, the black guy did it, because that's all they see us as a tool, as animals, as beasts. When you watch that Capitol riot, that's why I was happy that Capitol riot happened, because it showed you what they really are. They're the monkeys. They're the animals. They're the ones who are the destruction of this world, and they're the reason why the world's dying, and that's the reason why people are dying, is because of them and their plagues and their diseases. So I'm sorry, wit folk, you're the problem, not us. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you like what you hear, you can donate to the page. You can cash out me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.